If somebody asked me today what opportunities there are in our town, I would say if they close the coal mine, there would be zero.
The reduction of the coal mining and industry will have a great effect on small businesses, not only our business, but also a lot of businesses in the area.
My whole income is from the coal mine, so it's either this through actual Springvale or through Mine Energy Union.
The loss of the coal mines and power stations in our area would be massive to our business. Our weekly trade is predominantly the workers that come here for the coal mines and the power stations and related industries in the area.
80% of our work is with the coal mines.
70%, directly and indirectly, whether it be Centennial, Energy Australia, or families of employees.
60% of our business. We are seeing the trend that's happening in the district, so we're trying to broaden our horizons into other areas, but it would definitely cost staff members.
I would say we're about 50-50. We have had a downturn. We had a downturn very sharply when the power station shut. We had more downturns when Angus Place and Balebone, especially them two mines shut. Angus Place used to supply Wallerawang PowerStation and Mount Piper, but with the downturn in the coal mining industry, it affected our business. We had several losses in a row.
The money to flow on it, we're going to have a downturn in business no matter what we look at it, and that's going to be a flow into every business within the area.
At the moment, I haven't heard any solid plans outside of what GreenSpot has proposed post coal mining.
I'm really looking at it not as a business as much as a community, because obviously my passion has been to promote an integrated primary healthcare model to empower the community. Basically, my logic is I've been giving fish to people, so now I'm in the process of teaching people how to fish. So for a community to survive, our core industry is been, and still is, coal mining, plus minus power generation. So the loss of that is basically a gutting the real fabric of this community.
Well, I've got a big problem with tourism here at the moment. I mean, we've had Genolan Caves now closed for a very long time. We've had also the Zigzag Railway. It's been a major loss to the town for a long time. I know that they're working very hard to try and get that going. But tourism will not sustain in this area if you don't have people here and it's not inviting and it's not welcoming. They'll drive straight past you. They'll stop at McDonald's, get a feed, and they'll keep going through to Bathurst.
Tourism's is a key aspect of the future around here. Like it's a great spot, there's great things to do, but can tourism replace my job? No.
If you wish to base our area on tourism, put a plan forward that actually shows what tourism will bring to the area, what they want to use as tourist attractions.
I think there's a lot of opportunities if, like I said, if we get a bit of investment in the town, get a little bit of money coming from the government, either side of the government. It's just a matter of people wanting to do it. Like I said, it is very narrow-minded, this town, this area. People just, if it's not something that they believe in or someone else believes in, they're quite happy to jump on the bandwagon and put things down.
I think there's vast opportunities for our region. I think we sit in a great geographical location from Sydney. I think this is an excellent site here at GreenSpot. I think that there's a lot of opportunity because we're an industrious area and people are used to doing that sort of work. But I think it'll take some forethought and effort from the state and federal governments to assist us to progress that.
Opportunities in our area are massive. We just need to be given a bit of a help and a leg up, but there's opportunities for industry and people to grow, businesses to grow. It's just massive. Tourism as well. Everything has to work hand in hand. It's not just one industry, it's a collective, and we all have to work together to make our area grow bigger.
At the age of 44, I've got young kids, and I want to stay in the area, and I want my kids to stay in the area and be employed here and that as well. But we need better opportunities here. We need better opportunities for our kids, and we need better opportunities for people to come here and be welcome and feel inviting to come to Lithgow.
Kids have got no real future here. If they want to move away, happy days, move away and work, but we don't have to force them to move away. That's the sad aspect now, that we have no choice. The kids are going to have to move to get a job, or they've got nothing here.
The urgent issue is think of your kids, think of your grandkids. I, for one, have got a son-in-law who has to travel away for work. I've got a son that moved his family down the south coast for work. You'll all be doing this in the future. Pulling a beer and cleaning the motel room is not going to sustain employment in this district. We need heavy industry, the same as we have all our lifetime, survived on heavy industry.
There are 3 generations of coal mining families here. So for me, the real positive buzz I'm getting is to see you guys starting this group together, getting back to basics and taking that effort. So what I see an opportunity is really trying to understand how the mechanism works, because that's what I do for a living with the mining industry. It's called a problem-solving, consensus, inclusive, participatory model, where you take the problem, bring everybody in, and try and understand the information correctly, listen to people who are a little bit less emotional and more realistic, and solve problems. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen because people right now have already foray against. So that's the exclusiveness of a community. And in mining towns, usually there used to be a lot more inclusivity. And we've got to bring that back. That is for everybody, not for those who believe in one or the other. Because at the end of the day, the community, for it to survive, we need all this.
There's been a perception where we're all right, we've been right for a lot of years, and people don't realise we have been right for a lot of years. That was when we had probably a dozen mines around the area and 2 power stations in full flight.
Well, Lithgow has a mile of opportunities, and whether we like it or whether we don't, we are the gateway to the Central West. You block that highway and you don't go any further west. It's as simple as that. But what I see is that we have a major problem in the area, that if we don't start looking forward and get things going in the area, we're going to get left behind. And I'm really concerned about that.
Recently we had a proposal to support an energy for waste facility. A small group of people in this area, without knowing the full facts, opposed it and were very vocal in maybe its demise. If it could be resurrected and the company could educate the community on the profitability for the community and the pluses it would create in jobs, keeping our young people here instead of sending them elsewhere for work and letting our LGA die, it would be great in my lifetime.
Immediate reaction on anything is emotional. That's life. That's why you've got 2 sides of the brain. Emotional reaction is first, rational reaction comes straight after. So all human beings react first emotionally, perfect. But the quicker you switch to the rational brain, then that community does better. Because then you're not staying on that pure emotional ride. You're trying to gather more information, even if you've already formed an opinion. I'm open-minded.
I think it's just being a bit more open-minded, and if there's something that's going to come to the area, give them a little bit of a heads up. Green Spot's been really good here. They've come in. People seem to be a little bit of open mind, but they've just still a little bit sort of standoffish and not overly welcoming, which is a little bit sad. But they're trying to do things, trying to bring things to the town, but yet still, like I said, we get that little bit of a mentality where a few people say it's not the right thing, so everyone jumps on board, which is a little bit sad because, if this place can get ahead, if we can get businesses here, it gives people jobs, brings more people to the, to our area as well, which is the best part. It's more money into the area. It's, businesses thrive a bit more, so that's what we need.
We need this. It is clean, it is modern, the whole world's doing it. It is good for us. Get out there and learn about it.
Unfortunately, these complex problems, this is one of the problems that takes a lot of commitment, a lot of effort, a lot of time. And once a community has decided, then you can get to the politicians much better.
The message I'd have for our local, state and federal politicians is that we've got a clear message. We have a problem. We basically everyone needs to start focusing on some positive things in this area instead of negative things. Everyone needs to start looking at industry. We've got to keep industry here. We can't lose what we've already got. And if we keep losing, then the whole place is going to lose. Everyone's going to lose out. We might as well close up shop and become a ghost town, because that's where we're heading.
Stand up and let your opinion be heard.
It's a bit complex subject, and often complex problems, when you give a simple answer, it's nice, sounds good, but it's always wrong. It's a complexity of how a society works, how money works, how politics works, lack of transparency, honesty, corruption, all this is getting caught. So an average person in our community is not informed, well informed, and that's the truth.
If we don't act now, it will be too late. I think, jobs aren't created overnight. Major investment takes time, and we need government and locals to get behind it and try to bring a brighter future to our region.
To initiate talks with Centennial Coal Energy Australia to find out ways and options to transition in their skilled workers into what? Like there's, the government, this is a big industry that's going to be lost, not just in our area, countrywide. And there's going to be a lot of skilled, knowledgeable workers that can pass that knowledge on down the track that they won't. There won't be anywhere for them to pass that on.
I believe we have a golden opportunity to turn this LGA around by developing the old Wallerawang site. The opportunities that the people involved down there and their interest in the community has got to be accepted by the community as the only way forward we have. Unfortunately, we have a band in the area that believes tourism will keep our LGA alive. According to the General Manager, we've had 11 successive deficit years. It's no secret that the Wallerawang PowerStation closed at the beginning of all them deficits. If we can't turn this LGA around by maybe a large facility at Wallerawang PowerStation and then a lot of smaller facilities feeding off it, I cannot see the future being very, very good at all.